Today I want to talk to you about three things: Lego, Play-Doh, and Calico. If you don't know what they are, chances are you don't have kids or you haven't been one in a while. Imagine you have kids and you and your partner have a medical appointment. You hire a babysitter, and in the middle of your medical appointment, you get an urgent text message from your babysitter. Your kids are acting out. There's a problem. And you say, why? What's going on? Well, the kids are refusing to play with Play-Doh. Okay, what do they want? Well, they want to play with a Calico critter. They want to play with Lego instead. If that's what the child wants, you may ask, okay, so what's the problem? Imagine how you would react if the babysitter then says, I only play with Play-Doh. I do not play with Lego. I do not play with Calico critters. So if you want someone who's going to play with anything other than Play-Doh, I resign. You go find someone else. How would you feel in that situation, and what would you do? More importantly, what does any of this have to do with agile software delivery with Scrum? Let me try and explain. So here's a real world story. It's happened many times. One of my clients, the CIO, asked to speak with me, and he said some of the developers on one of the Scrum teams, they have kind of organized and there has been a rebellion or a mutiny. They went to the CIO and they said to the CIO, the problem is that I only like coding with new technologies, React, Angular. I'm being asked to work on crap. I'm being asked to work on Java, maybe I'm being asked to work on PHP, and I refuse to do it because that is not aligned with my professional goals. This is like career suicide. I don't want my resume to be full of crap work like PHP or Java. I don't do crap work. So you have two choices. Either you give me the kind of work I want or I quit. The CIO said, going forward, you don't have to do any crap work. What precedent does it set for the future? The Scrum value of commitment says that we will do whatever it takes. We are going to be committed to the team goals, not my personal goals, not my professional goals, but my team goals. How does it make the other people feel who did not get this waiver from the CIO and who have to do crap work on the legacy technology? One action that a servant leader can take to avoid these kind of situations is, when you are hiring people, hire customer-centric thinkers, people who have service in their heart and who gain a sense of pride and fulfillment from serving the customer no matter what technology they use. So hire for customer centricity, hire for customer service, and not for tech stack, because tech stacks will come and go. And if you are hiring a person with the expectation that they will get to play with their favorite toys, you might be setting yourself up for failure from a Scrum perspective. Someone could say, I'm an architect, so I only do architecture work. I'm not going to do crap work like coding, or I'm not going to do any testing. A developer could say, I only do coding, I don't do testing, I don't write any user documentation. If you prefer hiring people who love playing with a specific tech stack, that's okay. Just don't use Scrum, because when that person is put on a Scrum team, they might violate the Scrum value of commitment and focus towards the Scrum team goal, because they are optimizing for their personal or professional goals. The second action a servant leader could take to engineer a high-performing, self-organizing Scrum team is the servant leader should say, I want your working agreement to explicitly address how the Scrum team is going to handle a situation where a team member repeatedly refuses all offers of help and repeatedly refuses to behave in a way that is aligned with the Scrum value of focusing on the team goal and commitment on the team goal. In one of my clients, the CIO has done that, and some of the teams have come up with a 3 strikes rule. So they will provide 3 opportunities to every team member, training, mentoring, coaching, pairing, such that if they are behaving in a way that is hurting the team, that's violating the Scrum values of commitment and focus or any Scrum value, they will support the team member. But if repeated offers of help are declined and the team member's personal or professional goals are misaligned with the team goals, then that person will be voted off the island. Assuming that they have followed these steps and all members, including the person who is no longer a good fit, reach the agreement, go talk to managers, HR, and say, we've reached this agreement, and we would respectfully like this person to find another position that is a better fit. Now the servant leader has engineered self-organization within certain guardrails. So my closing thought: Scrum requires self-organizing teams that are focused and committed to the sprint goal. And if that means that to achieve the sprint goal, we need to sweep the toilets, we need to sweep the toilets. There is dignity of labor. There should be pride in doing whatever is needed to serve our customer. If you want to engineer such teams, make sure that in your job description, do not hire for a tech stack. Hire for customer centricity, hire for customer service, and tell teams tech stacks come and go, but we want people who derive joy and fulfillment from bringing a smile on the customer's face. And the last step is ask your Scrum teams to include an item in their working agreement to use peer accountability and courageous and compassionate conversations to handle team members who repeatedly refuse offers of help and continue to behave in a way that violates the team goals. I hope you found this useful. Let me know what you think. Thank you. Keep calm and Scrum on.